Welcome back. Sadly, our power grid tripped, but I think we just ran out of solid biofuel. So let's do an exploration video. I've got my chainsaw. We might be able to grab some other things along the way. I'm thinking... we should grab at least 5,000 leaves, right? Then while everything is automatically being cranked out, we'll go for the space elevator. We'll also take level 2 logistics, so that's looking good. $5,000 leaves, huh? Kind of a lot. Ooh, I might stop by and grab this. I'm really not getting stuff all that quick. Looks like I'm getting more wood than leaves. Really? I don't want to drop off into another level here. That was some good shopping. $1,000 leaves. The thing with leaves, though, that's only 2 stacks. So we'll burn through that in no time. Lots of pale berry. Ooh, lots and lots of pale berry. Jeez. Little trap there to try to get you to run off a cliff. Well, I was expecting to run into at least one hard drive. Oh boy. Three woolly-tailed boar here. Ooh. What's that? Looks like we found some of that alien technology goodness.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal. Research it in the MAM to establish locally appropriate classification and application. Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
Okay, that was good because we also needed that spitter remain to complete some of that research. Ooh, mushroom cap. Gotta have the bacon.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it, does not mean it won't eat you. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
Sheesh. Oh, now we're getting mycelia, limestone, a bunch of other stuff. We're definitely in a new biome here. Maybe I shouldn't mess with this. I'll just get 2,000 leaves. So now I feel like it's working so well. We wandered over to at least one crash site.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem to show much potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further investigation. Research it in the MAM to establish classification and potential application.
You know, the other good thing about these crash sites is that they have a bunch of, well, potentially there's a bunch of high-end materials lying around, like computers and such. Sometimes it makes sense just to throw those away into an awesome sink and get like 50 million points. Ooh. This one's ready to go. No questions asked.
Damaged hard drive successfully acquired. All pioneers are contractually obliged to preserve and secure any recovered hard drives for analysis in the MAM, which may result in benefits to the Fix-It mission. Speculation as to why there are crashed freighters in your Fix-It designated zone is discouraged as specified in your contract.
Okay. Ooh, we found some reinforced plates by doubling back and making sure. Let's see if I can... I probably don't have the stuff on me for the MAM. Yeah. I didn't think so. Have to check, though, because if we could start that process now, obviously that's preferred. All right. 3,000 leaves. That's enough leaves. The mycelia, though, that does give us a, or that does give us another opportunity for research, so can't complain about that too much. Ooh. That gas cloud's bigger than it looks. Nice little oasis right here. Okay. I think that's pretty straightforward. I don't know. Inflated pocket dimension, 3 alien protein, 1000 cable. Oh, right, but I can't do that. Yeah, we'll just clear this, and we'll just clear this, because I can't do any of that stuff. I think we'll just build a... Now that we're back with a little bit of energy. Pretty sure the left is the wood side. There is a way to be sure of that, right? Just come over here. Technically, I don't need to split this because if I have the wood side noted, I don't technically need to note the other side, but we probably will go out of our way to figure it out here. Drop some leaves on the ground. That's how you label before you have the labels. How bad am I going to want these Mercer spheres?
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable. The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration. The mycelial networks of these fungi possess unusually resilient hyphae, which show potential for making a strong but lightweight natural fabric. Additionally, it has similar medicinal and pest control applications to mycelia on Earth.
Mycelia. I've always been saying mycelia. So maybe I'll try to change that. You know, I could have just built another one of these. Just knocking out a little bit of the research.
Research completed. Fabric recipe unlocked. New mycelia research available.
It's worth it just to get to that extra hand slot.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Oh, I can skip that one.
Research completed. Alien protein can now be turned into biomass or alien DNA capsules. In addition to being used for research, the invaluable alien lifeform data in these capsules can be traded for Fixit coupons at the Awesome Sync. We guarantee the best capsule to coupon exchange rate anywhere on this planet.
Yeah. Six inventory slots is totally good.
Pocket dimension significantly expanded. I worked all afternoon, analyzing the transdimensional confibulatory permutations of alien DNA to achieve this. We are all doing our part for Fixit.
Rods and screws to make rotors. I guess this is bad news because we're not keeping any screws. And they're pretty much all getting used. I was gonna try to split this so we could have some screws lying around, but maybe right now it doesn't matter that much. I'll just steal these and call it a day. Let me get back on track and let's just do this hard drive scan. I have a hard drive on me. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. I was worried there for a second that I'd have to have a hard drive to start the process of being able to scan hard drives. Let's go ahead and ship that.
Milestone reached. Fix-It would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint, Fix-It.
The list. Well, I have almost everything I need. $1,500 wire. That should be easy. $400 rods. Plenty of concrete, no doubt. Right around the corner here. Maybe not plenty, but enough. 400 rods and 250 plates. I'm tempted just to take all of these. Nice collection of rods. It's good that we finally have a lot of something. I always like the first time we build this. It's a pretty cool thing. All right, let's see, assembler.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project Assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
I think I'm just going to make the rotors locally here. Oh. Suddenly we don't have enough screws. Yeah, that's a problem. Let's put in a... and a constructor. We'll split this. What does that... So basically I was trying to make a couple of rotors. Well, technically we probably should add some reinforced plate here. How did we already use up all those rods? Some reinforced plate here and then make these rotors in real time. And then locally crank out some screws. And since we know we've got a ton of rods, we'll just make those rods specifically for that little area. I'll just take all of it. Just take it all. These initial belts are so slow. A 100 screws per minute. And over here we're only cranking 40. And I really don't have... Let's just make out one batch of screws. It's not enough to keep the thing going the entire time, but it's enough to get us started. And I think the other thing we'll do is we'll put together... we should be able to move in a couple of reinforced plates, though. 2 per minute, so half an hour will have this done. I'm not trying to go super fast. I don't want to blow out our power supply. Two rotors per minute. Oh, we're actually making more rotors than we need. Yeah, that's fine. Let's grab the reinforced plate. $200 exactly. One reinforced plate equals 1 smart plating. So we have enough. If I dropped a full stack of this here, that'll be enough to make all the smart plating we need to complete phase 1. Let's see what recipe options we're going to get.
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Oh boy, that's tempting. To be able to make screws with constructors and in one less step. And faster? So this recipe is 40 per minute and that one is 50 per minute. I mean, 6 inventory slots is amazing, don't get me wrong, but I'm kind of thinking about our initial factories. So much easier to go from ore to ingot straight to screws. A lot less efficient, though. Or is it? No, it's exactly the same efficiency. 1 rod equals 4 screws. 5 ingots equals 20 screws. Exactly the same efficiency. So yeah, that's way better. I could theoretically put another one of these down and do it faster. We'll add this power pole in and then just kind of calmly connect this to this. All right, and then I don't know that I need to fully stack this, right? We could just give it a little extra boost. Just a little boost. You know, I'm trying to find a good split here. And I could manually split it and then be done, but so much easier, quote unquote, to do the half split. Of course, it never exactly works out. A 100 screws per minute. Wow, that seems like a lot. But I think that's enough to get us going. What else are we going to do while we wait for the phase 1 to complete? I guess we could double check our power. I could also check any other milestones that we have access to. Power's looking pretty good. Yeah, a few of these have extra lying around, ready to go. Let's see what other milestones we have. We cleaned everything up except for these jump pads. And we have what it takes to make those except for the rotors. Making power shards is actually not terrible. Rotors, screws, and rods. So our problem right now is our access to screws. Let me bang out these screws and I'll be right back. Okay. Banged out a bunch of rotors. Oh, we're going to have to figure out how to automate all of that. But this is just a cleanup milestone, right? We really aren't going to make a bunch of jump pads. Maybe we should, but we probably aren't.
Milestone reached. The Fix-It jump pad combines high technology and innovation for optimized factory traversal and an ideal travel experience. Clarification. Ideal travel experience not guaranteed, individual results may vary. Pioneers are responsible for all workplace accidents resulting from jump pad usage.
What color should I go with this time around? It's always the big question. I feel like I did black and white last time. But I kind of like it.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Okay.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder, not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
Okay. So Phase 1 complete. I think we're going to call it there. Just want to get these leaves in here. Just make sure we're always making a little bit of power. And then I think what we'll do is we'll select our next. We got to pick the right milestone for the next video. Obviously, coal jumps out at you as an option. You don't need the vehicle transport until you have coal. Not really. Hypertubes, all this stuff is going to require stuff we simply don't have access to. Namely the steel. Obviously, I'd love to get the blueprint designer going. I would say coal power. And then blueprint designer. Because I really don't... I couldn't build a nice coal power plant without a blueprint designer. Our lack of automated rotors is going to come back and bite us right away. Let's see how close we are, though. I think we're pretty close to 150 reinforced plates. Oh, so close. Nope, exactly the right amount. It'll be interesting to see how far away the coal is. Oh, we were 10 short. All right. Now, it's just the 50 rotors that's really kind of eh. But, you know what I'm really thinking? Maybe we need to consider an awesome sink. If for no other reason, just to make sure that we have access to some of the key new items. Let's knock that out and then we'll call it. 15 reinforced plate. The awesome shop isn't 100% cosmetics. I mean, there's some real functionality in there. I honestly thought we would have too much in the way of screws, but we don't have nearly enough. Oh, you know what? I should have picked up rods. We can bang out just the screws. We don't have to go all the way back to ingots. Good grief. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What are the things we want to get out of the awesome shop? Oof, that's a bunch of super cosmetic. Conveyor, wall, hole? Oh, can you just put the... Oh. So you can just put that anywhere now. That's actually way better. I mean, I don't like the fact that they took away my conveyor walls. Okay, so that's still an option. I do like this idea of the conveyor wall hole. Conveyor throughput. What's this? Oh, a throughput monitor. Ooh, yeah, it would be nice to know how much stuff is going through a particular point. That's great. A shelf unit. They went through and saw some of my old pain that I had with some of my previous builds, trying to build like show off places. I wish I could add these to art. Okay, yeah, that's how I would do it. Unfortunately, we need a lot of big stuff that we don't have access to yet. I like having the conveyor wall and the option to put those conveyor walls wherever we want. That's extremely good. We'll have to figure out what the personal elevator is all about. A structural cable. Beam expansion. Oh, it's a little extra stuff in here for... I am so glad they gave us vents and fans. That's totally cosmetic, but I love it. How can you have a factory, really, if you don't have a fan? All right, well, if I were going to think about just making a small coal power plant, then I would probably want like floor hole, maybe these guys. I definitely would want wall power option. I could probably do without the labeling. I think we need to go ahead and get the concrete option here. And stairs were probably good. I wonder if there's any additional stairs. No, pretty much the same as before. Conveyor walls, probably a good idea. Architecture. A ladder's always a good idea. $19 tickets. I think the fastest way to get is to just get the DNA capsules for now. All things final. And it's already doubled. See, the problem is I don't want all the stuff that's in my inventory. So I'm going to keep it all. Let's call it. I think next episode, once we unlock the coal power, which we'll do once we have the rotors. This is probably going to have to be built off of an actual, like, a real factory. So yeah, let's call it there. I think we'll knock out or start coal power next time. Once we unlock it, I'm sure we'll be able to find it. We're going to no doubt need a bunch of rotors to support it is the problem. But we'll deal with that in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out, making good progress, and we'll see you next time.